How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and today we're going to be talking about CTRM. It's been a while since we spoke about it, and there's been some recent updates that I want to share with you guys. But before we get started, I'm going to be doing the technical analysis, and we're also going to be going through the recent news. So let's get into it and not waste any more time. All right, so we're going to be jumping into the technical analysis for CTRM. It's been a while since we covered this stock, so we're just going to go over this quickly, and then we're going to go over the most recent news that came out as well. So as you can see here from yesterday, we end up having a gap down from 95 cents, and now here starting the day early in the morning, we were literally sitting at around, let's call that 89 cents. One of the things we got to look forward to, we did have an increase in support as the pre-market started going on further. Of course, we can't just use this as the only indication because as we know with pre-market, we don't have as much volume as we have during regular trading hours. So you can see here, we end up having a support level here at 89 cents. We end up moving up the support level now, as you can see, up to 90 cents. And then we end up moving up again here. You can see it's probably around 91, 92. And then we end up being here around, again, the same area, 91, 92 cents. But you can see here as we get into the open, we have a big time sell-off. So we end up selling off all the way down here, even though we weren't there that long, around 76 cents. You could take a look at the RSI right here. We're literally sitting at 13. So when you see this right away, this is an automatic buying opportunity. This is an overreaction. If you realize from the past videos that we've done on the day and on the week, these morning dips have been fairly consistent. But anyways, so we ended up riding and actually getting strong momentum, getting up to here at around 87 cents after getting to that low quickly of 76. But we're technically going to call it, spending a little bit of time here around 78. So having that around a 10 cent move, if you would have bought like a ton of shares, you would have definitely been able to profit off a trade like that. But now we end up having a sell-off that ended up going over here at literally around 11.25. But one of the things, I love to see is an increased area and support. So we see this here at 77, make a move up to support here at 81. But unfortunately, as we get here to the high at around 12.10, we end up having another big sell-off. And you probably noticed this as well. This happened with many other stocks. We got down here to 74 cents at around 150, well below the RSI, as you can see. So again, another buying opportunity. So you can see as it got to 74, ended up reaching a high up to here around 250, where we could see literally at around 80 cents. And that literally ended up being the resistance for the rest of the day. We ended up testing over here at 77. And now we're having some moves going on here at after hours. Let me just expand out the chart so you guys can see this, where we end up just making a bit of a strong move around 4.35 to 82 cents, and now sitting at around 80 cents, which is good that we're still above the 21-day EMA into the after hours. So what I'm definitely looking forward for tomorrow is to see us get back and be comfortable in that 80 cents range, right? If it ends up gapping down, then we already know the next level of support is literally around the mid 70 cent range. Like I said, if you're very bullish about CTRM, if you believe in what this company's doing, if you're seeing there's room for growth, these are definitely buying opportunities. Well, the market might be red and so forth, but hey, this is the time where you can get CTRM at a really, really good price. If we take a look at the 5-day, 5-minute, again, this was a stock that was at $1.11, right, within the 5 days. Now let's expand out to the 1-month, 5-minute. Taking a look at the 1-month, 5-minute, we can see this was a stock that was also at $1.95 on February the 11th. So if you believe there's some upside, then you already know these are buying opportunity areas. As far as how long this is going to be going on with the market, as far as the correction and so forth, I would highly suggest doing a dollar cost averaging approach. And what this means is dividing up your position. So you could do this over 4 positions. So what this means is if you have $1,000, you'll do 250. 250 one day, 250 another day, 250 the other day, and 250 on another day as well. That's a total of $1,000 instead of putting in one whole entire lump sum. If we take a look at what the next support area is in case this 70 area breaks, you can see right here. Let me do the 3-month for you guys. We'll do the 3-month one day. So as you can see here, the next support level to look out for is right here. right? Right there around 64 cents, 60 cents, and so forth. If this area breaks, then we could definitely end up seeing the 41 cent area. So just keep that in mind and know what you're doing. And part of the reasons why I say dollar cost averaging helps if you're looking at CTRM as a long-term investment. All right, so we're now on the Castor Maritime CTRM website. This is their official website. We're taking a look at their press releases section and also the most recent news that came out on March the 3rd, all right? So Castor Maritime announces delivery of the MV Magic Venus and new charter agreement. CTRM, a diversified global shipping company, announces today that on March 2nd, 2021, it took delivery of the MV Magic Venus, the 2010 Japanese-built Camisar Max dry bulk vessel it had agreed to acquire as previously announced on February 1st, 2021. The MV Magic Venus acquisition was financed in its entirety with cash on hand. We already know CTRM has some deep pockets, especially in the family and the man's father as well. Let's continue. The MV Magic Venus is expected to commence employment under a time charter agreement on or about March 5th, 2021, with a daily gross charter rate of $18,500 and an expected term of between a minimum of 5 to about 7 months. Castor estimates to generate approximately 2.8 million of gross incremental revenues for the minimum scheduled period of the charter and approximately 4.2 million should employment extend to its maximum period, in each case assuming no off-hire days. So this is definitely what we wanted to look forward to, and we're seeing that they're making moves, all right? So we're now on fintel.io for CTRM. We want to see what the big institutions, we want to see where the big money is at. So as we could take a look here, green rows indicate new positions and red rows indicate closed positions. So as you can see, there's still many institutions who are bullish on CTRM. If we take a look, going from January the 19th and on, we only have 2 firms that have closed their positions. But besides that, we still have Barclays, we have the Royal Bank of Canada, we have 2 Sigma Advisors, we also have Morgan Stanley, we have Citadel, and take a look at the amount of shares and so forth. CTRM is definitely looking good on the institutional front as far as investments and shareholders. So for my final thoughts, like I told you guys since the beginning of the week and even before that, we're going to be seeing a lot of volatility in the market, and it's part of the reasons why we're seeing the price being driven down on CTRM. The one thing I want to emphasize to you, if you see CTRM as a long-term investment, the prices that you're seeing right now, you're pretty much getting it on sale. You're getting deals. Is there more room for the price to go down further? Of course. But again, if you're thinking about the upside in regards to a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, then a lot of this volatility should not be of a big concern to you because we've seen where the price has been already. We also got to take into consideration, and I've said this in the previous video for CTRM, the management is looking good and they're using their capital well, and it looks like they do have some solid growth plans going forward. So like I said, considering the volatility and everything that's going on, please emphasize using a dollar cost averaging approach. Just don't use one whole lump sum, especially in the conditions that we're in. Because then if it dips even more, you're going to be like, hey man, I wish I had some more money, or why did I do this? To avoid all of that, do everything in portions. If you have $1,000, split up doing 4 positions in the sense of, hey, you know what? Let me split it by 250. 250 one day, 250 another day, 250 another day, 250 another day. Just don't go all in with $1,000. I'm just using this as an example. This will help you take advantage of a lot of the fluctuations and the volatility that we're seeing, all right? Hope you guys found this video helpful, and we'll talk soon.